Yo, what's good? Stu here, Stu TV. I cover all things blockchain, metaverse, crypto, NFTs, all money making opportunities in the space. Just coming at you again, just with another crypto market overview series, just covering the latest and greatest that's going on in the market. But without further ado, let's get into it. So we just click and we just go straight to the Bitcoin chart for the weekly. So we can just see, just based on last week, it closed above 63,000. So obviously, just looking back, it's looking like it's trending towards just previous highs. But hopefully we could just start trending. I would say the market is neutral right now. It's a neutral sentiment depending on what direction that we may take. But let's go into our first article. Bitcoin weekly RSI spikes intermediate 85K BTC price target. A Bitcoin feels increasingly bullish market proposes, but more evidence of a BTC price change is needed. Into this, Bitcoin continues to hold 62,000 into the weekly close. Off September support 10,000 lower. Now optimistic BTC price forecast. See the good times only getting better for bulls. For the titan of crypto, the first stop is 85,000. Uploading the chart of Bitcoin's relative strength RSI index weekly time frames, he suggested the momentum was gathering to take the market to new all-time highs and beyond. Bitcoin 85,000 immediate target, he summarized. They look at previous patterns in terms of how the market performs, just past cycles, and then also the path up just based on the time and date. So just based on my experience from parts of last cycle, I'm not saying that this is not possible and exactly where we're going to land, but it does have the same timeline in terms of catalysts and events. Obviously, you would think that we hit an all-time high by April, and then by that point, around May, that's when the market slowly goes on the decline or a drift from experience from last run. But who knows what the price target to be, things to pay attention to. And if we close above 59,000 this month, a bullish end of the year is likely. However, if we close with a red close, both 2017 and 2020 saw greens. Q4, promising Q4 ahead. So we have to pay attention and look forward to the catalyst. Let's go to our next article. So we have, here's what happened in crypto today. Need to know what happened in crypto today? Here's the latest daily news and trends. We'll scroll down. The team behind popular hamster combat clicker game has released more details on the eagerly awaited one-season airdrop. So only 43% of users qualify for a hamster combat season 1 airdrop. The team behind the popular Telegram clicker game Hamster Combat has revealed the details of the season 1 airdrop, saying that 60 billion tokens will be airdropped to qualified users. An announcement posted on X, the Hamster Combat said that 75 billion of its 100 billion Hamster Combat tokens or project are allocated to its community members. The team revealed 60% of the supply. After the initial 60 tokens are distributed, eligible users can get 88.75% of their allocation immediately, while the remaining 11.25% investment will be made and available in 20 months. Hamster Combat is one of the fastest growing games in the Web3 space. In the first 81 days, Telegram clicker went game with Viral recording 239 users. So just even with that news, I know personally I didn't get a chance to actually follow Hamster Combat. I know it's a more popular game. I was looking at ones like Blum and I believe Wirecoin. We're going to have an airdrop just depending on the time of this recording. So looking on initials like that, but it'll be just interesting to track where they do another airdrop. I would imagine just during the height, a lot of these going to pay off. But when you interact with different Telegram games, make sure you just get one that's going to promise some type of drop back, because that is the push or the motivation for so many users on the platform. Kamala Harris finally breaks silence on crypto. Harris made her first public statement about crypto during her presidential election campaign. In comments made during the Wall Street fundraiser, Harris vowed to encourage investments in artificial intelligence and digital assets. We will partner together to invest in America's competitiveness, to invest in America's future. We will encourage innovative technologies like AI and digital assets while protecting our consumers and investors. So we'll see. Kamala just said she will encourage innovative technologies like digital assets. I believe this is her first time referencing crypto publicly in a positive way. So, Harris said at the fundraiser, she will encourage innovative technology. We will create a safe business environment with consistent and transparent rules. It's the first time Harris has publicly remarked about crypto since she became Democratic Party president frontrunner. Her Republican Donald Trump also worked to secure support from the crypto industry. So it says Bitcoin, nearly every asset over the past 12 months, nearly outperformed every asset. According to a release on September 9th, Bitcoin is up 15% by market cap year over over year, and spot BTC prices have more than doubled. So you can see how it just compares to just major asset classes overall, how Bitcoin compares to that. Vaynerchuk reported it remains bullish over the long term, but recent downturns have caused some investors to become spooked. So it's a lot to just cover in that article. It's just some things to be able to catch you up. Let's go actually on a deeper dive just with the election and the catalyst as we go forward. Let's go into our next article. Will the U.S. presidential election define the future of crypto? The crypto industry is rife with fraud and hucksters and grifters. One of the United States' top financial regulators has told the BBC. The chair of the U.S. Security Exchange Commission, Gary Gensler, says investing public in around the globe has lost too much money because crypto companies not following the laws his agency tried to enforce. So the future of cryptocurrency, one of the most world's hotly debated technologies, is an issue where there appears to be a clear dividing line between Donald Trump and outgoing Biden administration. Trump has been courting for the votes of crypto enthusiasts by promising to make America the crypto capital of the planet and creating strategic national Bitcoin stockpiles similar to the U.S. government gold reserves. This week, he relaunched a new crypto business called World Liberty Financial, and although he provided a few details, he said, "I think crypto is one of those things we have to do." It's a huge turnaround from 3 years ago when he dismissed Bitcoin as something that seems like a scam and a threat to the dollar. So it'll just be interesting just overall, no matter what political party and candidate you choose. I believe at this point both of them have to embrace crypto. Now the market actual reaction to one versus Donald Trump versus Kamala Harris, I would imagine that the market would favor and react more strongly to a Trump campaign, but that's just personal opinion and personal analysis. I don't know everything from the angle of Kamala Harris, nor do I want to even indulge or even get into that specific angle. I'm just looking at the effect of these catalysts. But I just think just with the FTX, I think you're going to see parts of regulation just start to form as they begin to adopt cryptocurrency and everyday regulations. And overall, there had to be a paradigm shift within just the world as far as the global adoption and how that's perceived. But let's go into our next article. Kamala Harris promises to boost crypto and AI. Kamala Harris promised Sunday on the White House. So it just shows just another article where you could just be able to look and see. You can just see all the different catalysts. Again, we just not going to go just over everything. But this is another article where you can refer to Kamala Harris and our boost to crypto. But let's go into our altcoins for today. So we have Bitcoin is at 63,316. We have Ethereum at 2,656, Binance 594, Solana $143, XRP 58 cents. We have Tron at 15 cents, Cardano at 35 cents, and then I know we have Sui coming down here. It's been up over 40% over the past 7 days. Definitely been all of my timeline, coming in at 29 at $1.53. So that's also just one to pay attention to. You have Toncoin, Dogecoin, just to wrap out the top 10. So let's go over to our trending. So we can see Bentenzer is up over 85.9% over the past 7 days. You have Sui, that's one that I've definitely seen, $1.53 at over 40.5%. You have Sun Token, Nero, Layer Zero, 3.5%. Wormhole, Solana is up. So a lot of them, Dog is down for the past 7 days, but the market is looking green. Just things are going up within the market, and the market has an overall yet neutral and bullish sentiment where it could possibly go. But let's go over to our largest gainers. So we have our largest gainers for today. We have Consuna, if I'm pronouncing that right, versus Lemon Rocks, Hehe. A lot of these I've never heard before. AIT Protocol, Nero, Moon Tropica, Netmind, Spectral, Mumu the Bull. Okay, so up over 123.6% over the past. That's some crazy gains for whoever got into that. Then we have Covenant Token, Fractal Bitcoin. Thank God I was able to get that on the dip. Mossland, R-Trade, ARC, OX Coin. So we have a couple of the prices. Bitcoin coming in at $12.43. So if you're interested in just getting into fractal Bitcoin, I know that's one of the newest, latest technologies in on the Bitcoin ecosystem. Just doing dives and more activity over there. It's a great chance to be able to swap and just be able to get that token if you're interested in getting that. Not financial advice. Covenant X token, Mossland, just all those ones, just down over 24.3%, 21.0%. So just being able to get. So congratulations, everybody made any gains. So we can actually just scroll overall bring a new segment as far as building in the Bitcoin and Fear and Greed Index. So you can see just right now, the market is at a 50 neutral and current price is around 63,000. So we actually just go back and we can go look. So around 63,000, so you would imagine the market is just looking far as a neutral bullish sentiment. Like I mentioned before, we're not really too high to the low, but let's go through the comments. We can just see, I'm not afraid. Big institutions buy for a reason. I keep accumulating. I am bullish. Embrace the beauty of imperfection. We're at 63.5K and it's still neutral. We're definitely all going to the moon. A lot of bullish sentiment. So people are still yet just have a lot of optimism for the market and exactly where we're going to land and lead. But let's go over to our last two articles. So we have after FinTech's failure, SocialFi must cross to succeed. So the social finance, SocialFi sector can learn valuable lessons from the collapse of FinTech, Friend.tech, helping to drive the next generation of projects sustain long-term success. SocialFi remains social media with decentralized structures, promising users greater control over their privacy and monetization opportunities. FriendTech linked its decentralized social media platform to X, catching a hype wave from August 2023 into 24, where the token's price crashed in May and was effectively pronounced dead. Getting innovators and early adopters is not massively challenging. However, crossing the chasm to mass adoption is very challenging. Telegraph, this is a wall that Friend.tech ran into, as it did many early Web2 social platforms like Highlight, Path, and Freed. So he added continuous engagement with feedback was necessary to grow in the product and alignment. So it's a great start. A common theme raised by key opinion leaders is how FinTech started out well, but ultimately stagnated and fell away. The total value walked. So FinTech's immediate success shows how palatable desire to use Web3 applications in everyday life within this industry. However, it also highlights how short-sighted the builders and more specifically product managers are within our industry. So I know I said a mouthful, but I just want to just cover just a little bit of this article because I thought it was interesting, being able to look for the SocialFi element. And I believe that last part is so key and critical and important. It highlights how short-sighted builders, product managers, people that actually create these products and infrastructures, how short-sighted they are to believe, yes, you can get people to come in from an innovative perspective that want to capitalize on the opportunity, but they are not their long-term customer base or what's actually going to support liquidity or whatever user base or level of activity that you're looking for in the platform. Only protocols that come out only focus on that side of the space and not focusing on, okay, what revenue generating sources we actually going to have, how are we going to actually effectively market, or do we have lead generation? Can we connect with another social platform? Is a way that we can connect to their information. So in a more decentralized data privacy sharing type of way. So just get creative with it in terms of how you want to interact. And there's so many layers beyond connecting within infrastructure that's built all in Web 2, trying to interact with Web 3 technology. So it's a lot that goes down, but this is a great article to show yet how much progress is made, but yet how much more we have to go in this industry. Despite FinTech's tribulations, the industry as a whole remains positive about the future. Chief Operating Officer Layer 2 list says SocialFi industry is much like Web 3, continues to iterate and improve. One of my favorite aspects of the Web 3 industry is that we get to see projects come to market in real time that are just too early or the tech is not ready. And then a few years later, another team tries a similar application and it's 10 times better. So I believe you're going to see a pattern like that in the next 1 to 2 years, where you're going to actually see a dominant Web3 social media platform to really take over, going and bridging from these Web 2 platforms ultimately, so we can have a more decentralized infrastructure and user-like base as we set up in Web 3. But SocialFi industry on the up. SocialFi remains an industry with hurdles to surmount. Ultimately, the success of SocialFi will depend on its builders to innovate and create platforms that are truly unique and valuable experience for the users. SocialFi may not be there just yet, but Saunders believes the industry is headed in the right direction with a solid value proposition. So that'll be interesting to see and keep track of as we go on just in the years of crypto. And it's crazy to think, you know, especially even how long I've been in it, it's still relatively early, even if it's your first day. But let's go into our next article. Ton-based wallet to support crypto assets on Tron. So one of the wallets available on the open network announced that it will support crypto assets on the Tron blockchain. Self-custodial My Ton wallet says to inundate Ton assets within its network. My Ton wallet set is the first wallet in the Ton ecosystem to integrate Tron-based assets. The ton-based wallet also noted that it will enhance its cross-chain capabilities in the future. So crypto pushes towards interoperability. Announcement follows a push towards blockchain interoperability within the crypto space. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik plans to unveil plans to solve interoperability issues on Ethereum blockchain. Meanwhile, core developer found a protocol that aims to unite Bitcoin and Ethereum blockchains using a feature called tunneling. So Cointelegraph said in the announcement, being able to have access to Hemming network and then to Ethereum. Just how that's tracked, obviously just being able to have interactions with Tron, that makes it definitely easier for me, already operating within my Ton wallet and having different Ton assets and tokens. Now I can just add to my Tron portfolio and getting the tokens that way. That's easier for me to navigate. That's one less wallet that I want to use. So this is great news in terms of building off catalysts and bouncing from each other's liquidity in terms of market cap, reach, user base. Now Tron users are going to be introduced to Ton, and now Ton users are going to be introduced to Tron. So being able to have those different accesses and be able to leverage from that point and standpoint. But anyway, that's our crypto market wrap up overview for today, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, make sure you share the video. Stay tuned for all the videos I'm gonna drop, and I will see you in the next one.